Alright, Shalom Akim out there. We want to start off with giving all glory, praise, honor, dominion, and power unto
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash.
Giving double honors unto our apostles and elders at Great Millstone that taught us this truth, this beautiful truth, beginning with the beautiful names of our power, Yahweh, and the name of his only begotten son, Yahushai, when we do worship. Much love, honor, and respect unto those men, and double honors unto those men that are worthy of it, and that are ruling well, and to the hopeful elect that are out there listening, the believers coming in. Lord's willing, this is an edifying lesson unto you, man. We in them days, we in that time of trouble. We have the name of our power to call on, man. We ain't got nothing to fear. But Yahweh Shemel Shai, let these people fear. So with that, let's get right into Revelation. Because this is what we on. We on the cusp of this right here.
This is Revelation 13, starting at the 11th verse. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth.
That's a system, a world system coming up out from amongst the people. But what people is going to rule this system? The same system that was ruled before, the old beast, Rome. Who ruled that system? The Edomites. Go ahead.
And he had two horns like a lamb. And he spake as a dragon.
Same thing in the ancient Roman Empire. They had two political houses, the plebeians and the patricians. Right. This time, right now is the Democrats and Republicans. But it's the same old beast, just a new name. But it's the same system. Because it was different from all the other beasts that came before it. Because they were ruled by monarchs and kings, succession. Right. This one was ruled by a senate, and they would vote in their leader. Right.
And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him.
And that's what they're doing right now with that. The military, man, they're talking about within 24 hours, the whole place is going to be vaxxed, man. The same thing in Rome. When they went into a place, they did it quickly. It didn't take no time. That's right. And then what this man is doing right now with the world having it on shutdown, it's the same way the Roman Empire moved. They dealt with siege warfare. They closed it off. Shut everything from going in, make the people get disgruntled and want us, and then we go in and bring them out. That's what they're doing now. They're making the people be enclosed in their houses. So they come to them for aid, and then they go in there and they get them out.
Can I make a quick point quick? In verse 11, when it says he spake as a dragon, that's going into his draconian laws, which is basically his unjust laws. And we can see that being played out today as we speak. 24-hour vaccinations, military enforcement, you know.
Go ahead.
I got that word besiege because you said besiege. I got the word definition of besiege. It says, of a place surrounded by armed force aimed to capture it or forced surrender. Woo! That's what besiege. That's what the government is using the military to use to come down on you people, to besiege you to on all sides.
Yep.
So who are you gonna really call on?
And if I could say real quick, like the brother was mentioning, that draconian law, speaking as a dragon, that's what's going to bring the military to besiege this place out.
That's right. And then the brother was talking about the laws. You get that in Isaiah 10, what they've been prescribing. You can get. You had something?
I got that in Daniel.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Daniel 8, verse 25. And through his policy also, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
Through his policies, he's gonna make his craft, his underhanded slide moves to prosper. Because this man has that power to do it. Yep. He said, hey, we're gonna shut the world down on a pandemic. Did he not do it? Yep. He made it to prosper because he had that power. Yep. Right?
And he shall magnify himself in his heart.
Hey, he's been magnifying himself in his heart since the time of the late 60s when they was going up into space. We're trying to get out there. Yep. And they have a space force now. What?
Hey, and especially with this new COVID thing, because he putting it forth as if he the only one that can help you.
Woo!
You know,
as if he is a god.
Yep.
He's saying it's all about science. He don't mention the Most High. He don't mention the Son. Yep. He don't mention nothing spiritual. He says science. Yep. That's his God.
That's right. And by peace shall destroy many.
By peace, he said we need to get this vaccine out to everybody, the haves and the have-nots, so we can go back to things being normal. But there was nothing ever normal about this place. But that is his sly craft right there. That ain't nothing good that he got in that vaccine if you go into it.
He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hands.
So he's standing up against the prince of princes because at the very same time they have a space force. They put things out there in space. They got their different weaponry out there. waiting for who to come back? Our Lord and Savior Yahushua Mashiach. But he gonna be broken without hand. Because when Yahushua comes and reveals that weapon, he gonna be destroyed. All the armies of the world is gonna be destroyed.
Right.
That's right.
You have some?
Oh, no.
Back to
Revelation.
Come.
Revelation 13 and 12. And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him.
Rome. That's all he does. Military might. And once they give a decree, then they have to execute it. Going back into history real quick. Herod. The reason that this dude Herod was reigning as the king over our people, which he was not our people. He was an Edomite. He was a terror. The reason he was reigning over Jerusalem at that time when the Lord was born is because he was commissioned by the Roman Senate to go in there and rule over that place. So that's how you know they make the law, they dish it out, and then it happens. They execute it. Same power as the first beast.
That's right.
And causeth the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
They worship Rome. Hey, people was crying and going to vote, dancing in the streets, thinking that they made something happen. Same as Rome. They thought they was voting somebody in that was good for them, but no, they was just giving bread and circus, and whoever was reigning in his own stead.
Got a precept for that. Oh, Slocky, brother.
I was just going to say, it says whose deadly wound was healed because the Roman Empire fell, as we all know, but it's been risen. Today was known as the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, and the European Union, EU. These are the devils that run the earth, come up with all these policies, destroy it. This is that beast.
And this is how you know that is the old beast, Rome, right? Because they be like, how you know that's Rome? Because when they came together with the North Atlantic Treaty Organization 1957, but it wasn't put into law until 1958, they called it what? The Treaty of Rome. See? It all connects.
I got the precept for that. And the precept that what the brothers are going into is the chapter before in Revelation 13, verse 3. Okay? It says, and I saw one of the heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. This is basically going when Septimius Severus led that revolt and wounded Rome, which was in 193 AD. So you can Google that, and it'll tell you the actual history if you type in during the year of the 5 emperors. Okay?
And that's beautiful that you said that, because when he wounded that head, it wasn't all the way destroyed. It's just that Esau lost his power in Rome, and then Jake took over.
That's right. Yeah, no, that was the point.
Oh, and then now that beast's wound is healed, because who's back in that power again? Who has it again? Edom. And this is the end of his age. So this is the time he's going to be revealed. Right?
No, that was the point.
Back in Revelation 13 and verse 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men.
Woo! And that's going back to the end of the Second World War, when he dropped those bombs on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. And that made the nations fear. But now this dude has even more tech than that. He has the direct energy weapon, lasers out in space. All right?
His airstrikes, he just did an airstrike not too long ago on a top Iranian general. Woo! That was performing a miracle before the whole earth, trying to flex his military might.
Made fire rain down. And that was it. He didn't have to send the military in there to get Soleimani. They just seen him and they just got his ass.
Yep, some Edomites sitting at a computer thousands of miles away just typed something in, and the satellite communicated with the drone and struck them down. Woo! They didn't even have to be there.
That's it. That's it, man. So, hey, it's saying that the nations feared seeing a whole snap. This dude is unstoppable, this guy right here. We got to be subject to this dude. And all the nations have been subject to this man since that time. But now they starting to, get like, hey, have you become as weak as we? We got the same technological advancements as you. That's right. We gonna go head up, and that's that third world war. That's quickly to come.
Verse 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth.
And he deceived them that dwelt on the earth, because a lot of these nations before, they had monarchs, they had other things, but then what did he go in there with? His economic hitman. He went in there with the Akus, and then they sent a parliament in there, or they got a Senate house, or somebody getting elected in there, when these nations never did that before. They always had a succession of leaders, kings.
And the proof of that is in these countries that the brothers are going into, the U.S. has an embassy set up. Woo! Okay?
Yep. Same as Rome.
Same as Rome. So,
and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
Man, he had the power to do these things. He was technologically advanced, especially after World War II. Hey, they went far and beyond the other nations because they had the Operation Paperclip. The scientists went to Russia, and certain of those scientists, those German scientists, Tiemann, which is the wisest amongst Edom, came here. And they technologically advanced this place to the future. And all the other nations, that's why they know this place is known as a first world country. But other countries are now known as first world. That's the difference. That's what he's talking about. Right?
Saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound, Salaki, which had the wound by a sword and did live.
And that's the image of the beast is what we gonna get. His brother had that image of the beast on the phone.
Right here, King.
Gone. And we gonna go into it. Wish we had the sign, brothers, but you know, it's usually the sign where it's the war on the beast, and it tells you what that image is when it goes into it. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. And we gonna go into it. So that image is the philosophies of this place that they push when they go in there with an embassy. All these places want to be just like Babylon the Great, America. It says democracy, religion, idolatry, homosexuality, because they pushing all these nations to be like that when they was never like that before.
And you look at the top leaders around the world, they gave up their foreign customs and what? Now they're all wearing suit and ties.
Right.
Okay, you got a McDonald's all up in their country. Okay, instead of their national dishes and everything, they're all drinking that wine of Babylon. You know?
And they committed adultery because they left the gods, the idols they was worshiping, to get with this harlot, this whore. Yep. So they committed adultery in a sense too. Like, oh damn, you left what you was doing for thousands of years to do what this demon is doing for only like 100 years.
And you notice pretty much every military around the world, they wear camo.
Yep.
But who was the first military to come up with camo? That's because the image of the beast is right here in Babylon the Great. That's why every other nation wants to be like America.
Yeah, con. It says lies because all these nations is lying. Like they knew who the people are in Babylon the Great. They knew that America has the jewels of the Heavenly Father. Even my man Hitler has said that. But all these nations acting like they don't know who we are. Yeah. But they know. So they took on those lies. And it says covetousness, they want what they can't have. They just like this beast. They just grabbing more and more of the earth and destroying it, following this damn clown. And then it says murder. And ultimately they've been murdering each other in these past skirmishes, wars, feuds. It's just been murdered. And they've been murdering children, Planned Parenthood, other things, the alphabet people. Murder, man. That's what it's all been since this place really got its power seat. From the time of the World War II to right now. See how destroyed everything is from that time till now? It's destroyed. That is the image of the beast. And it has all the world following after that. And now they shut the world down to make them want that again. Like, man, we just want everything to go back to normal. Shit. And that's what the scripture is talking about. That it had power to give power to the image. Like, damn, do you want that back? Okay, if you do want that back, we're going to give you a mark to get it back. Why?
Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life into the image of the beast.
Hey, because people didn't think that they liked all that until they shut this thing down. They're like, oh man, we want basketball back. We want this, that, and the third. We want a damn hot dog on a stick or whatever the hell, man. But he's getting you to that point of you want it, right?
I got a neighbor.
Go ahead.
He's laid back type of dude.
Yeah.
I heard him say, I never go anywhere on Saturdays. He said, but since this lockdown, he said, now I want to get up and go places, man. I ain't got nowhere to go. But he a couch potato though, you know?
Yeah.
Now he want to do stuff because he can't do it.
Hey, they give that power to that image, like, damn, don't you want to get out there? Don't you want to do it? Hey, because even in the midst of this pestilence, right? What did they have? What was people running out here to do a few weeks ago? Vote. And what was the top thing in the philosophy? Democracy. Everybody believing that crap. But yeah, I thought there was a disease out you can't stand this close to a person. But yeah, you was in the line to vote some clown in. Getting these people into that, oh yeah, we want that image. Do you really want it? Now, if you really do want it, he's going to give you a way to have it. And that's why he's doing all this global reset, shut down. Go ahead, Doc.
it says, and he had power to give life into the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Woo! And how they gonna be killed? Because things gonna be cut off. The things useful for man's life, they gonna begin taking that away from you. And that's what he has the power to do.
Hey, and on a wider sense, that's how America gets down anyway. If you're not with what he's trying to institute, what does he do? He sends his military in to kill you, to bomb you, to take over your country. I mean, look at places like Damascus and Lebanon. You know, those used to be flourishing cities. Those are third world countries now. You know?
Hey, the way Iraq was when Saddam was in there, now look at it.
Right.
Through. And before Libya was cool, man.
Yeah.
And after they killed my man Gaddafi. It through.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show wherever this man goes, death is sure to follow.
So it's no wonder they call this place the hammer of the earth. Because they try to strong arm their way into other societies and other political systems. You know?
And you know what else he affects is this women's empowerment shit he brings to these other nations, you know?
Right.
And when you look in the scriptures, like when you can see the downfall of a nation by looking at
their
their
women. Oh, and that's what was mentioned in the philosophies, adultery. And that's been spread wide rampant in these other nations, which ain't never known that. They women want to be like fucking Cardi B and other assholes over here.
Yeah.
You see how it just has destroyed everything? But people want that again. I know, I want to get back out there. So they giving you a way to get that. Going into the market.
And if I could just add real quick, at the last part of the verse, it says, and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Hey, us men that you see right here, we don't worship the image of this beast. We don't worship women. You know, we don't glorify in the glories of this world. And spiritually, we're dead. Because all of these people are against us. Because we don't indulge in adultery. You know, because we don't eat pork.
That's right.
Because we don't smoke weed. So we're looked at as like they're weird. So spiritually, we're killed in this place.
Hey, you know, I was thinking about this, and I was just telling my brother Yarah, I said, man, I really feel like, damn, we're really men out here, bro. We're really feel like real men out here, bro. Like, you don't, like the brother said, we don't really indulge in life, period.
This is not living.
You know?
Hey, that's the beauty of waking up to the truth of Yahweh Shem Shai, is you realize there's nothing to glorify here. Everything here is vanity. And on top of that, we're still in fucking captivity, man. Ain't no reason to indulge in the life of Babylon. Okay?
The life of Babylon is a wicked ass life.
Yeah.
Nothing but filled with wickedness, adultery, murdering, lying, backstabbing, all type of wicked shit.
Pleasures of the flesh.
Yeah,
man.
pleasures of the flesh.
And it said that those that would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, right? A lot of our people are going, it said they're going to be pushed back against these lockdowns. That's what they were saying. It's going to be pushed back. It ain't going to be like, people don't want to be locked down again. They already hated the first one. They're going to bring the second one, so it's going to be pushed back. They going to die. They going to be killed because they're going to have to adhere to this man's new system in order for it to continue. And it's going to mention...
you know, they come with a curfew now. But a lot of these sheriff counties, they don't want to enforce it.
They don't want to
Like
enforce
Orange
it.
County.
Should be killed because
the same thing with Daniel. Not worshiping the image of the beast.
and the three holy children, they had bowed down to the image. But were they destroyed? No, they weren't. Because the Lord told us, hey, I got you, you gonna eat. They that adhere unto that system, they gonna die. Because they want that system. But he's gonna give you a way to live in this system. Esau, Edom.
And this is what it's going to come down to, Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
That's the RFID microchip. Because out of all the nations on the earth that's been shut down and locked down, what nation they locked down? Over there in Sweden, they walking around, no mask, ain't nothing going on, because they have that technology already. Over there, that's what they want to push on the whole scale of the world. That's why they shut everything down. They say it's a global reset. We on the fourth industrial revolution or whatever the hell. That's what they're doing. That's what they're pushing. But that's not for us to adhere to that.
I got a quick so
Go ahead.
Real quick, this you know, I don't want to really say the word, but the V that they're coming with
Vaccine.
that's just preparation from the chip. Because when you really do research, it's nanobots in it, which is metals. So they gonna try to shoot those metals in your body.
The robots.
Yeah, and then there are many
robots.
molecular robots they want to put in your body through the V, and then when they come with the chip. That chip is just going to be a remote control for those robots. And somewhere it's going to be another Edomite on the computer acting as a remote control for the chip. And then the chip is going to send messages to those molecular robots to rearrange your molecular system. Your structure.
That's why they got Bill Gates and Elon Musk on the forefront, because they're going to use those two idiots to do that shit, bro.
Hey, really, that's like turning your body into a voodoo doll, man. Like whatever they want to do with you, man, they just press a button and
Complete
it's done.
control.
And you got that precept?
Done. This is Revelation. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 18, verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of her wrath. So like this is Revelations 18 and 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her